How you doing out there again in YouTube land? Chris is back again with some more video game pickups. Some of these are going to be random ones I got throughout the last couple weeks that I forgot to record and show you guys. So let's see here. First of all, I got three handheld games. I got all three of these from a local pawn shop. The Game Boy Advance games I'm going to show you I got for $4 each. The DS game I got for, or it's 3DS? Yeah, 3DS game I got was for $10. This Castlevania Circle of the Moon. It's one of my favorite handheld Castlevania games. One of my favorite handheld games, actually. It was the first one that came out for the Game Boy that copied the Symphony of the Night style, which is still one of my favorite Castlevanias. And that being said, it's what fans have termed Metroidvania, because basically the map layout and the way it plays almost feels like Super Metroid, which isn't a bad thing, because Super Metroid is also one of my favorite games, which I still need to end up getting later. Can't put my finger in front of the camera there. The other one I got was Super Mario Advance 3 Yoshi's Island. It was another pretty fun game. For $4, I couldn't beat it, because it usually goes for about $10 just for the card alone, so it's not bad. Fun game. My daughters love playing it. Same way with the next one I'm going to show you. The other one's pretty fun too, but it's a Super Mario 3D Land for the 3DS. It is complete. Even though I really don't like the way they have these games set up anymore. They say they're complete, but they didn't come with manuals. They come with like a little piece of paper that says its name on it, and maybe a couple of basic instructions. I miss full manuals. I think it's kind of sad they don't have them anymore. Okay, the next couple of games, I got one of these from a Goodwill, which is Hoops. I got this because it was a Goodwill. It was originally $4. It was 50% off, so I got it for $2. The reason why I got it is because I already had this copy of Hoops that Chad Hager gave me when I bought some games off of him. The reason why he gave it to me, pretty bad label damage. He already had it, so he knew I needed it when he just gave it to me. But I can replace that one with this one now, so it's much better. And then the other one I'll probably just give away to somebody whenever I sell some stuff. Let them deal with it. I got some pickups, let's see here, first of all, from Goodwill. I actually got both 1 and 2 of this. This is the number 1, but it's Borderlands Game of the Year edition. Complete with the map, manual, all that stuff. Got that for $3. Same way with Borderlands 2, which I happen to have misplaced. It may be over in my PS3. I'm not really sure. Let's see here. I got Run Like Hell at a pawn shop for $2. Run Like Hell is a really fun game. It was almost like Dead Space before Dead Space. It came out for the PS2 and the Xbox, the original Xbox. And it's basically just survival horror in space. First thing you come across an alien that, like, well, I'm not going to tell you, but basically he makes you feel very unwelcomed. I can tell you that. Then I also got WWE 2K14. First wrestling game I picked up probably since Day of Reckoning on the GameCube. I think that was the last one I got. I've kind of quit watching wrestling for the most part ever since WWE bought out WCW, because it got so boring. They had no competition. They just really don't care anymore. Then, I'm sure you guys don't care about that. Zach from, I think Nintendo Trading Collector sold me the Legend of Zelda box, Link to the Past. I already had I picked up the game for $1. I had a yard sale. I already showed you guys that. So I got the box. I think he charged like $20. So for $21, I have a boxed Zelda. I still need to get the manual, the map, and the letters from, I can never say his name right, Sarasala. The Sage. Okay, then my mother gets a hold of me, and she said that she saw a post on a Facebook page. Apparently it's one I don't belong to. It's a local page. And I belong to most of them, and I'm going to try to show you guys these. This woman had PlayStation games listed, and she said $5 takes all of them. It was 14 games, and actually ended up being 14 and kind of like a third of a game. I'll explain that. Basically, she wanted $5 for all of them. My mom called me in the middle of the night, told me about, not middle of the night, I had an ear infection, so I was sleeping, and she called me probably about 10 o'clock. I kind of brushed it off like, yeah, PlayStation, whatever, probably all sports games. So then I look up the ad, I'm like, wow, Mom, get these now. And I knew I could use them as trade fodder, because I already have most of them, but they're great games. And for $5, I couldn't beat it. And then, let's see here. First of all, it got a Final Fantasy VII Disc 1. It's not that big of a deal. Could probably sell it to somebody who needs a replacement disc. Same way with the Final Fantasy VII manual. It's in really good shape, but it's just a manual. And then there is Castlevania Curse of Darkness. This is the only game that came in that was, sorry, right there, glare. That was box and game only. On top of that, some of the other games that I got, let me show you some crappier titles first. Not really crappy, but Grind Session. I never really heard of it. It looks like a Top Skater type game. Then there is Way of the Samurai. I never heard of it. It looks like a maybe action fighter type thing. Kind of like, I don't know, like not Hyrule Warriors, whatever it is. I can't even think right now. God of War, another really fun game. Unfortunately, I already have it on my God of War collection for my PS3. And then I have Drakengard, which is, it looks like another RPG type game, RPG fighter type game. Another really fun game, Kingdom Hearts. I thought it was a pretty fun game. It's, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1. Then we got, let's see here, Final Fantasy X. Greatest Hits. Final Fantasy X2, which is funny, it's the plastic's missing, but it still has the seal on top, which I thought was, yeah, hold it the right way, right there, which I thought was kind of funny. And the seal's actually closed to where you can't really open it, take out the CD. I'm like, that's kind of odd. Then I got Final Fantasy 12, 10, 11, 12. Alright, now these next games is really why I got it for. We'll do it this way. I got Final Fantasy Origins, which is, of course, Final Fantasy 1 and 2. Final Fantasy Tactics, which is actually a pretty fun game. Let's see here. Final Fantasy Anthology, right here, which is Final Fantasy 5 and 6. Final Fantasy Chronicles, which is Final Fantasy 4 and Chrono Trigger. Unless all those have manuals and everything else. And then this is one of the main reasons why I got it. I knew somebody would trade me for this or want to buy it or wherever else. I already had the black label. This is Greatest Hits, but Castlevania Symphony of the Night. So basically, I got all 14 of those games for $5. That breaks down to about 30 cents a game. So, I mean, you really can't beat that. That was basically all in one lot, and I was surprised the lady had it posted, and for like 3 hours, nobody responded until my mom saw it and told me about it, and she responded and went to go pick it up the next day. I was kind of worried because the lady said she wanted to meet at 11 and then got hold of me the next day and said that she forgot her kid had a doctor appointment and she'll get a hold of me afterwards. I was afraid maybe somebody got a hold of her and offered her more money, so I said, like, here, I'll give you $40 for it, which still would have been a great deal. And honestly, I couldn't fault her for doing that if she did. But no, she didn't. She helped her, and she went ahead and called me and said, hey, here, let's meet up. Let's do this. I had to drive. I had to get a ride for about 20 minutes to pick them up. But, well, like I said, $5 for all that, I really couldn't beat it, you know. And it's going to be great trade fodder. Hopefully I get some more Zelda stuff out of it. That's mainly what I'm going for. I'm going to go play some Contra now. And I'll see you guys later.